In this week's print edition, there's a story about two jazz venues bringing a lot of energy to one of Cincinnati's oldest and most diverse neighborhoods. But there's an enormous need for a different sort of venue in Walnut Hills, one that's vital to the people who call it home. The Walnut Hills Redevelopment Foundation is looking for a grocery store to fill the gap left when Kroger shuttered its store on McMillan Street in 2017. It left the neighborhood in a food desert. The foundation's executive director, Emily A. House, joins Business Watch producer Kelly Leon to talk about her vision to fill this void. Emily, Kelly.
Thanks, Allie. Emily, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You've been on the job 6 months.
That's correct, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so jumping right in.
Jumping right in. And there's so much going on. So yes. I lived in Walnut Hills when I first moved back to Cincinnati back in the 90s. What a great neighborhood. I mean, the infrastructure that is in place is amazing. So I am so excited to see all that's going on there. We're going to focus in on the Kroger store or the need for another grocer, but start by talking a little bit about the neighborhood for those who may not know it.
Yeah, so we're a Cincinnati neighborhood. We have a population of about 7,000 just outside of downtown Cincinnati. It's a really exciting time in the neighborhood. If you drive down the East McMillan corridor, you can see there's new construction or redevelopment underway on almost every parcel in Walnut Hills. And you know, we have $60 million of investment in our neighborhood right now. We have almost 365 units of residential housing under construction, but in the midst of all of this, we are a food desert and we have no major grocery store serving our residents in any of our diverse housing that's coming online.
Yeah, we just saw the video of the old Kroger store that was there on McMillan for a long time. It was open when I lived in the neighborhood. I remember going there. And I think, as I recall, Kroger really tried to keep it open, but then just decided it wasn't cost effective, which I think happens in a lot of neighborhoods. So how are you approaching this issue?
Right. So we've taken ownership of the former Kroger building, and it's been closed since 2017, and we spent a lot of time doing outreach to our residents, finding out what people want in their fresh food access and in their neighborhood grocery store. We also spent a lot of time seeing if it was viable to get a new grocery store in that large scale, over 30,000 square foot building.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, or pulling many small operators together to fill that food need. And we just found that that's not viable at this time either. So that's why we're really looking to start small and sustainably and provide fresh food access to our residents again in our we're calling it a mini grocery, because we realize it could be 750 square feet, maybe to 4,000 square feet, just providing the basics of affordable, fresh, convenient access to fruits, vegetables, meat, dairy, and all the basic grocery shopping needs.
How are you approaching this? I know you have an RFP out there and it says you intentionally left it vague.
We did. It's very broad. We want people to be creative. We recognize, you know, we spent almost 2 years working on this. We recognize that this may not attract a traditional grocery store operator. And so we want people to think of, you know, how can we rethink what a grocery store is? And how can we rethink how we provide fresh fruits and vegetables to our residents?
So I know you want people to brainstorm and really think this through, but let me ask you, in your perfect world, what is your vision? If you could have anything you want come in and fill this void, what would it look like?
We want a grocery store that's welcoming to everyone, that serves our most vulnerable residents. So it needs to be someone that, you know, that is interested in filling our food desert need and in food justice. Something that, you know, will accept SNAP and produce perks and the programs that enable many of our residents to purchase their groceries on a weekly basis. Equally important is that it's attracting our high-end market rate dwellers as well, and that we're really serving all spectrums of our residents and are equally welcoming and accommodating. This is going to be a neighborhood market where, you know, the operator most likely knows the names of the patrons that are coming in on a regular basis, is willing to rethink and meet customers' needs if they're asking for certain products that aren't on the shelves, and just accommodate our unique residents' wants in the grocery field.
Is there anybody that's jumping forward at this point that you can tell us about, or is it too early in the process?
It's a little early. We've had a lot of interesting discussions, and I think we're really excited to see what we get as far as at the end of the month. Applications are due on March 31st. So we're getting some really
so you have a couple more weeks to get in there. anybody
if
out
anyone's
there?
interested, it's posted on our website. Please reach out to me directly.
And your
if you want more
website is?
information. It's if you Google the Walnut Hills Redevelopment
Walnut Hills
Foundation.
Redevelopment Foundation. You can
So
find
yeah,
them.
it's up on our website, and please
All
reach
right.
out to us directly with any questions.
Get in touch with Emily. She wants to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here this morning, and
Thank you.
please keep us posted.
We will.